What is it like having a dick? It has its ups and downs. It's like having a second brain that helps you make even worse decisions. The harder it gets, the harder it gets. Thinking with a dick is a factual statement. Imagine having a meat sword hanging off the front of you that sends huge amounts of happy drugs to your body and brain when you put it in wet warm things. It's hard sometimes. Just imagine having two ping-pong ball-sized ultra-sensitive breasts dangling between your thighs in a paper-thin sack that seems to always be pressed, wedged, or smashed into an uncomfortable position. Above those, you have the most ornery, selfish, self-serving POS that constantly demands your attention and affection, only to wither up and die after getting what it wants. Did I mention that it has a brain of its own that supersedes the brain in our heads, literally forcing us to do things that no rational human being would even consider? Edit. Thank you for the upvotes and comments, you all are hilarious. And yeah, ping pong balls may be a bit of an exaggeration, but it is good imagery. More walnut-sized, or like jumbo black olives. And the P comments are so spot on, LMAO. It's a small problem. It's either your best friend or your worst enemy. Best friend when jacking off, worst enemy in public. It's great for peeing and sex, but not much else. Like raising an overly excitable puppy that never grows up. It's okay I suppose, but it keeps bruising my knees. When you're a kid it's just there, apart for being used to pee it's no issue. In your teens it decides to show up at the most awkward times, for example having to give a presentation in front of the whole class. As a young man to your 40s, it's always ready to go, is hard most mornings, and mixed with alcohol it gets you in trouble so easily. In your late 40s, well that's as far as I got, it still works but is rarely hard in the morning. If you're asking about the actual penis, it's like having ears. Kind of weird when you think about it, but you rarely think about it. Isn't it awfully nice to have a penis? Isn't it frightfully good to have a dong? It's swell to have a stiffy. It's divine to own a dick, from the tiniest little tadger to the world's biggest prick. So, 3 cheers for your Willie or John Thomas, hooray for your one-eyed trouser snake, your piece of pork, your wife's best friend, your Percy, or your cock. You can wrap it up in ribbons, you can slip it in your sock, but don't take it out in public or they will stick you in the dock and you won't come about.